Hey, what's going on, guys and gals? This is Cytorex again, bringing some more macros to you from Paranoid PvE World Server. Today, we're going to talk about hunters. I'm going to specifically talk about the macros for BM hunters. Alright, I'll cover the other macros for marksman and survival at another time. But right now, real fast, I'm going to cover about 3 different macros. Yay, Mario Brothers. Alright. First off, go ahead and open up the description below the video and click show more so that you see the macros that I copy pasted there. Okay. And the macros, open your spell book. If you want to make any adjustments, you can do so. Alright. Now, we're going to talk about the single target macro. This one I use for any boss. It's the same deal no matter what. You can adjust it however. Just take the macro as a concept. You can change out variables according to your own gameplay style, whatever boss or in-game boss you're doing or whatever. Make sure you're hit capped. You might want to focus on haste. Very important for BM hunters. But then again, that's all according to how you tend to play your tune. Okay, so this is my macro here. Same as always, starting with the number sign, show tooltip, press enter, / start attack, and then so forth, as you can see. Okay, just as it is here, you're gonna see it inside the description. Now there's gonna be updates. None of this may stay the same, depending on what kind of patches Blizzard comes out with. I'm gonna have to make adjustments depending on what's what. Alright, you're gonna see this macro, you're gonna see the AoE macro, which is mainly multi-shot, of course. But then I have 3 casts here, as you can see. You may or may not want Beast Wrath in there. Okay. The reason why I say you probably won't want it in there is because right before a boss, you might be using this macro. And then you're on the ads, and then the ads are down, and next thing you know, your Beast Wrath is still on cooldown. So it's up to you if you want to have it in there or not. Alright, pet AoEs. You can adjust this as you see fit as well. You can probably even take out Beast Wrath and or keep switching out the special ability of the pet that you have. Now you have there's a couple different ones that are good. In a dungeon, if you want to have an AoE pet, I'd say probably the best one to use is a worm for the burrow ability. Very, very useful. Yeah, well, that's pretty much it for as far as AoE without trying to contribute to aggro. You know, without you trying to pull or anything. That's probably, you can use a Chimera as well. The reason why you don't want to use a worm is because if you do that, if you don't use a worm outside of an instance, if it's just you and your pet, your questing, whatever, if you use a worm, it's going to be untargetable by the actual ads, whatnot, and they're coming straight for you. So you shouldn't even be using that anyways, because Chimera is a tenacity pet. Now the worm you can still use or whatever, but I strongly either use a Rhino or some other tenacity pet, or just don't use that ability at all and still use the worm. I like the range attack that it has with acid spit, so it's actually pretty productive. So anyways, the single target macro there, and these two, one without the pet, one with the pet. Okay, now I'm gonna go through the rotation real quick. I'll be using Dino Bane here, my Rexy. Alright, and I'm gonna show you just how it looks when I go through the rotation. Keep in mind, you want to have you want to be hit capped, by the way. I'm not currently hit capped at the moment. You might want to have haste up so you get your focus back very fast. Got my focus fire. Improved steady shot. So once you dump all your focus using the macro, just go ahead and spam your steady shot. fast as possible. I'll show you the spec that I'm using in a second. Hopefully one day Blizzard would do Beastmaster Hunter some justice and decide to put us at the top of the hunter spec food chain. Alright, so that's pretty much it. You're only worrying about 2 buttons. You know, it doesn't get any easier than that. By all means, if you want to try to put in Study Shot inside of your rotation, you know, that's completely on you. Alright, so that's pretty much it. Alright. Real fast, yeah, I'll do the pet AoE one real fast. Alright. Beast of Wrath is not up at the moment. Alright. So anyways, that's that. I said before, I will be updating these macros periodically, depending on what's what. If I find out something new, then I'll go ahead and I'll use it. By all means, if you have a a very good rotation, or if you have a survivor rotation or marksman rotation, feel free to put them inside of the comments. If you're in another BM rotation, put it in your comments. Any suggestions that you may have or whatnot, put it in the comments. You know, be most appreciative, and other people as well. So again, it's another macro for you for BMs. I hope this was useful. If you found this video helpful in some way, by all means subscribe. I will be coming out with more. There are other macros that I have for tanks or whatnot. Tanking as well, I seem to like to do best and most, and so that's that. Alright, you guys take care and enjoy. Happy hunting and raiding.